Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Pulse here with the PeakBot team. I am your co-founder and co-host, Dillon, joined by my co-founder and co-host, Ben. Ben, how you doing this morning?
Pretty good. Not too bad. Can't complain. Good weekend. Had a great time at the Tradier Option Summit last week.
Yes.
But how was your weekend?
Weekend was great. We were actually just talking about this backstage, which I love that there's a backstage environment still on these
virtual
shows.
backstage.
Yeah, it's funny, right as the intro's being recorded, like, the Tradier intro, I'm back here stretching and stuff and like getting myself pumped up. I wonder if you ever see me getting
I
ready.
can see you in the little box at the bottom.
I know. Weekend was good. It was my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. She 64 years old, looks great. My dad made cheesesteaks, which was like the highlight of my entire weekend, honestly.
Love a good cheesesteak.
Yeah, cheesesteak sliders too, which is like even better because like you end up having more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So crushed some cheesesteak sliders this weekend. Your weekend was good?
Yeah, weekend was good. I didn't crush any cheesesteak sliders.
Right.
I did crush a couple brisket sliders though.
Oh, I mean, you're actually one-upping me is what you're doing right now. Okay. We're talking peppers, onions. What are we talking here?
No, so there was the food truck festival in
oh, that's right,
in town. Yeah. So yeah, Jen and I went to that, and there was a barbecue food truck there, and they just had they called it a slider. It was a large sandwich. And they just piled brisket on. They had some sort of like barbecue mustard mix on it, and then some sort of like coleslaw. And it was incredible. Yeah, so good.
That'll do it. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Ben's a big food truck guy.
Thomas is a big food truck guy.
Thomas is a big food truck guy, which we'll get into. But very cool. I hope everybody else had a great weekend. Today on the show, we're going to be doing a couple things. We are going to be recapping our presentation, actually, from the Tradier Option Summit, which was last week. Fantastic summit all around. Great speakers, great information, a lot of really impressive traders and investors. So we spoke about do trading bots work during major market events? So we're going to give a quick recap of that for anybody who might have missed it. And then we're going to review our PeakBot picks. Ben, Thomas, and I all selected credit spreads from the Trend Spread watch list on Friday's live show here on the Tradier Hub. We'll do a quick check-in on those.
Well, we need to see who won last week. We don't know who won last week. Or do you? Do you know?
I don't know. See, did we pick for this week?
Mm-hmm. We picked for this week, and we reviewed what we picked last week, but the market wasn't closed. Remember, you had a couple. We all had a couple that were like pennies away from being in the money.
We're gonna do both. We have 5 picks each okay, so we got to get to it. We got to get to it.
We got to get rolling.
So I'm going to give it over to Ben here, and we're going to review briefly what we talked about at the Tradier Option Summit, and then we'll get into PeakBot picks and take a look at the market for this week. And I think I'm going to make some adjustments to my portfolio. Go for it, Ben.
Cool. So if you were not able to join the Tradier Option Summit live, you can go back to their YouTube channel. Check out all of the great speakers that presented that day. A lot of really good and useful information. If you want to see just Dillon and I, we presented at 1:15 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know if you're going to be able to kind of see that on the actual rewind, but it's like right in the middle ish of the video. You'll see Dillon's head.
Your faces
when you're scrolling through. Yeah. So we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm just going to recap what we talked about. And I hope that you love our AI generated image here. We talked about, do trading bots work during major market events? Started out with a fun fact on Richard Donchian, who was actually the guy that developed rules-based trading systems, which became the foundation for algo trading. Talked about the different types of automation for traders in the market. We fit into the bots are provided for you, right? You sign up You get pre-made strategies. All you have to do is decide what stocks you want to trade and what's your budget, right? So then we moved into talking about, when Dillon and I were trading with our first bots, GameStop and AMC back in 2021 on the first spikes, how we did then, how the bots did then. Then we moved into how important it is to know your bot, because there's going to be unexpected events that happen and expected events that happen. And those are going to change market conditions temporarily. You need to know what your bot is programmed to do during those times. We covered a few unexpected market events, such as pandemics, GME rallies, market crashes. These are all things that happen, and we just don't know when they're going to happen. And then we moved on to expected market events. Earnings. We know earnings are going to happen once a quarter. FOMC days. We know those happen every 6 weeks. And then we've got elections. Happens, for presidential at least once every 4 years. So there's different events that will cause and create different market conditions. Important to know how your bot is built and if it's built to handle those conditions, or if it's better just to sit on the sideline for those days. And that's at PeakBot, we usually have our bots sit on the sideline during those expected high volatility days, just because there's not much upside in higher volatility for us as option sellers. Then Dillon, actually, if there's any slides to go back and watch, Dillon did a great job explaining how we've adjusted for current market conditions. So if you see this slide in the replay, definitely listen to it, because as you are thinking about or already in the world of automated trading, again, really important to know that your bot provider is keeping up with market trends and adjusting algorithms as such. If they're not, there's a certain shelf life to trading bots. It'll work for a certain amount of time until it doesn't, right? Because market conditions are always changing. So you want to make sure that your bot provider is staying consistent and keeping constant with the market. Finally, we had some trader trivia. We gave away some free subscriptions to anybody that got this trader trivia correct. The question was, what percentage of options volume is traded by an algorithm? It's 40%. And then finally, just going through a checklist of how you can manage your automated portfolio. One, you want to form your opinion on market conditions. Two, you want to decide what strategy you want to use in the market. And once you decide the strategy, you could find a bot to fit. And then three, what's your risk tolerance? How many dollars do you want to put in? And then four, how much are you willing to trade? So all of that is kind of like, those are the things you should be thinking about as you're setting up your automated portfolio, or just your portfolio in general. Not financial advice, of course. And then finally, we revisited the question, do trading bots work during major market events? And the answer is, of course, yes. The right bots will work during major market events. Every bot won't, and that's why it's important to know your bot. And it's important to know where you believe the market is going. What is the market telling you? And then finding the strategy or the bot to match. So a lot of really good content in there. Of course, we just flew through it. Dillon, is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, really good recap. I think just to put the cherry on top is to just keep in mind finding the right bot provider is key, right? I mean, if you are a very, very niche trader, you may have the ability to build your own bot. Many won't or don't. So if you're going to use an automated trading service or a platform, you got to make sure that your bot provider is constantly making updates to their strategies to meet market conditions. Bots have a shelf life. Make sure that you're staying, with the market. And there's a lot of bad bots out there. A lot of bad bots out there. A lot of good bots on back testing that can very easily be bad bots in the live market. So just be careful. Of course, we're super careful about the strategies in which we automate. And we always like to take the more conservative approach to things while still getting you enough premium. So really good recap, really good summit. And thank you. That's it.
Cool. All right, let's maybe get into our
Let's do it.
You won the picks last week, right?
Yeah, let's do it. So I want you to have your chart on screen. I'm just going to be looking. I'll share it quickly just so we can kind of see. Ben, can you see my screen here?
Let me make it live. Yes, I can.
All right. So these were all trade ideas from our PeakBot picks competition, all credit spreads, either bull spreads or bear spreads, that expired on Friday. We checked these Friday at noon, and we were all really close, and there was a couple that were just a few pennies in or out of the money. So we're going to quickly go through this, see who won. By the way, the first week, this is the first week with a clean slate here. So Ben, I will have you pull up the chart, and I'll read you out the stock and the strike.
Yep.
And we will we'll get going. All right. So let's do Thomas first.
Okay.
All right. So Thomas had 2 puts, 3 calls. So his first ticker was ZIM, Z-I-M, ZIM Integrated Services or Systems. Bullish, earned $14 in premium, and was looking to stay above 17.5.
ZIM above 17.5. Yes. That's
winner. All right. So I also, you know what? I need to be writing this down. ZIM, Thomas, check. All right. DKNG, another put spread, earned 57 in premium, trying to stay above $37.
Above 37. Winner.
All right, Thomas. Okay, next one. Now we're going bearish. Disney, bearish call spread, earned 26 in premium. He was hoping to, at market close on Friday, stay below $93.
Below 93. Ooh, just above.
Just above. Disney X. Okay. Ticker XOM. I always get confused. Is that Exxon?
Yep. Exxon Mobil.
Exxon Mobil, XOM, call spread, bearish, $41 earned in premium, trying to stay below 114.
Below 114. Ooh, that was one that was close too.
That was. Okay. 2 for 4 right now, Thomas, if you're watching. Dollar General, last one, call spread, bearish, $48 earned in premium, trying to stay below $88.
Below 88. He did. All right.
All right.
3 for 5.
3 for 5. I think that's kind of where we were expecting him to be.
Yep.
All right, cool. You want yours or you want mine?
Let's go yours.
Okay. I had 3 bulls, 2 bears. My first one was ticker RCL.
Okay.
Is that Royal Caribbean? I think it is.
All right. I clicked it already.
Oh. Well, I needed to stay above 162.5, which I did.
Well above.
Okay. Earned $59 in premium if I was to take that. Next one, bullish Walmart, ticker WMT, 14 in premium, trying to stay above 79. Here we go.
Wow, look at that.
I forget if that one was close on Friday when we looked, but
it had to be. I mean, we could see one day. We looked at
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, right around here. So actually, yeah, it was pretty close.
It was close, but I was losing. All right, another big dog, bullish Pepsi, PEP, $38 in premium, trying to stay above 175. Oh, okay.
Oh man, it really dropped out on you on Friday.
That one hurts a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Bearish now. CVX, ticker CVX, $40 earned in premium, trying to stay below. This is a call spread, bearish, below 144.
Ooh.
Not good. This is not going well. Chevron. Okay. I need one here. And by the way, if we all tie 3 for 5,
we're gonna have to call him and get him on the show right now.
And get him on, yeah. Okay, glad we're on the same page. Schwab, SCHW, bearish. Let it be known, bearish on Schwab. Okay, $23 in premium, 65. Trying to stay below 65. Come on, give it to me. I think this one.
It did. Oh wait, below you said it didn't.
This is
Dang.
ridiculous.
2 for 5. Ouch.
We're not all, not every week's going to be a good week.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. 2 for 5. Dillon. All right, Ben. Well, I lost my shot, but let's see if you can take the throne here from Thomas. Ben, 1 bull, 4 bears. 1 bull, 4 bears. You want your bull first or your bear?
Let's go, bull.
Sunrun.
Oh, Sunrun.
Fan favorite around here. Ticker RUN earned 19 in premium, trying to stay above $18.
Above 18? We are above 18.
Did it. Okay, run. Check. TNA, bearish. Ticker TNA, 49 in premium, trying to stay below the $45 sold call.
Below 45. Woo! That one was close on Friday. I think that one was above. Actually, let's take a look. The 1 day here. It was right here. It was pennies away. So that one worked out in my favor.
It did. Okay. Now we got Soxel, little Soxel, SOXL, 43 in premium, trying to stay below on the call spread, 37.
Below 37? Below 37.
Well, you're tied. We
All
have
right,
a
I just
tie.
need one of these last 2 to hit to win.
Yeah, you were talking about Wayfair and BitX. Bearish on both of them. Let's go ticker W, Wayfair. Trying to stay below 51 for $35 in premium.
Below 51.
51.
Ouch.
No.
Ouch. Oh, I really thought
come down to it.
I really thought Wayfair had it.
Big X.
Oh man.
Last one. BitX. Call spread, 25 earned. Trying to stay below $29.
Below 29. Here we go, baby. Here we go.
Wow.
All right.
Did it.
Pulls it out by 23 cents.
Ben will take the first victory in this new contest, going 4 for 5. Thomas gets silver, 3 for 5, and I'm not accepting my bronze.
Okay.
But yeah, so we do have a question in the chat that came in about 7 minutes ago.
Okay.
Ben, either you can answer that in the chat or let's hit it. Good. All
Let's
right.
hit it.
This is better this way. All right. So, Ben, great job. Didn't mean to move on. Nice job. We're going to check on the picks this week if we want. You almost looked like you're trading hands free there. When is the JJ asks in the chat, JJ, sorry we didn't get you to you sooner. When's the expected release of the professionally managed portfolios? Additionally, how will you select advisors, and will each portfolio managed by the advisor trade the same stocks, or do we choose? Fantastic question. We will give you as much information as we can give you right now. Things are still being finalized, if you will. Details will be shared as early as this week. I guess that answers the first part of your question. We are actually going to be onboarding our first 10 clients at a time. So first of all, if you're interested in getting on our wait list for professionally managed accounts, PeakBot is partnering with registered investment advisors who now can manage your PeakBot portfolio for you. You no longer have to select the trades, JJ, to answer your question. It will all be managed by an RIA, who again is utilizing PeakBot strategies to automate your portfolio. So we'll be taking on 10 clients at a time. We're doing outreach this week. We do have a wait list that's getting long. So fill out this 2-question survey. Take you 40 seconds. Use peakbot.com/survey. Fill it out now.
Are you sure this one's only 2 questions? I thought this one was a little longer.
All right. It's still going to take 45 seconds. It might be 3 questions. And if it's 4, Ben's not even going to mention it. But
it's pretty
super
long.
Quick and easy. Huh?
It's pretty long.
Okay.
I'm kidding. It's going to take 30 seconds.
All right, good. So it's a very quick and easy survey. We'll have more information about our partner there. We'll be working with Tradier on this. That is a broker in which you will need if you want to have your PeakBot account managed for you. So keep that in mind. But more info to come. But JJ and anybody else listening who's interested in not managing your automated trades and just having somebody manage it for you, we're going to make that happen here very soon. We'll have more information on pricing and fees and that kind of stuff. Very soon.
The best step is to fill out the survey if you haven't, and then you'll get added to the list, and then we'll be sending you more information via email. In terms of how will we select the advisor? Right now, we're working with one, and people might know if you guys tune into the Trader Hub, you guys might know who it is, or at least be able to guess. But we'll be announcing that as soon as all the paperwork's done.
Yep.
Paperwork, never fun.
Yeah.
And then in terms of managing each portfolio, will they trade the same stocks, or do you choose if it's below a certain dollar threshold? Because we want this to be accessible to everybody. But one of the big pain points that we've come across in this industry is financial advisors won't work with people with small accounts, right? For them, it's not worth it. However, when you introduce a technology like a trading bot, and then you pool a lot of small accounts together, then all of a sudden an advisor is more interested and can give, general advice as a group, and then trade those smaller accounts all the same, because we've got the technology so that way they could go into multiple accounts and make all the same trades all with one click on their side. If you're over a certain dollar amount, and again, we'll send that information over email, then you can talk to this advisor and you can let them know what tickers you would prefer, what companies you would prefer, what strategies you would prefer, and you could have, consulting sessions with them. That's all baked into the price. We want this to be an extremely, extremely affordable service for the retail trader and for those smaller accounts, because we know those smaller accounts don't get a lot of love and they need some love. So that's as much as I think I'll say right now. Again, on screen, get that survey filled out if you're interested in a professional managing your portfolio with PeakBot bots. Also important to be clear that PeakBot is not the advisor. We will not be giving financial advice, but we are partnering with an advisor that will be using PeakBot bots. You're muted, Dillon.
Unbelievable. Hey, it's been a while. It has been a while. I have a squeaky chair, and I know that it comes through. I know that it can be heard, and I don't think that's.
I haven't heard it. Never heard it.
Okay. Well, I need some WD-40, and I'm just lacking. JJ, thank you for asking the question. You're welcome, and hopefully we we'll be seeing you in that survey if we haven't already. So, all right. So Ben, why don't we can do a quick check on our picks that were made on Friday if we want.
Nah.
Okay. What do we want to do? We want to take a look at the market. We want to talk about any events. I can pull up.
Yeah, I think you wanted to look at your portfolio and make some adjustments, right? So let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that. So I wanted to look at the watch list. I wanted to take a look at a few different things. So let me pull up. I'm going to get my Tradier account open, and we're going to look at a couple things. So 1 second. I apologize. All right.
While you're pulling that up, we put out a survey yesterday on Twitter, just asking how people were feeling about the market for the rest of the year. And
are you pulling that up, or should I pull up my screen?
I mean, if you have it, you can, but I've got it.
Okay, go ahead.
And here are the results that we've got so far. So how are you feeling about the market for the rest of the year? Bullish, bearish, no clue. We've got 49 votes so far. 60% of the respondents are feeling bullish. Interesting to know. Only 10% bearish, and 30% rightfully so. Not a clue. So if you guys are watching here and you want to participate, hop over to our profile and then fill out an answer. I'm curious to see if we get this up to 100 votes, how many people out of that 100 are bullish for the rest of the year.
I like the optimism.
Yeah, I do too.
These people are thinking long term. Well, actually, they can't. The question's only the rest of the year.
Yeah, I'd like to believe that we're going to still be bullish. I mean, for the type of trading we do, doesn't really matter. I personally just look for a defined direction, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm in the cautiously bullish camp here, and that's how I responded to one of the comments here. Cautiously bullish. With the rate cuts, I feel like that's going to give us momentum going into the election, and then depending how that election goes, there's going to be some momentum following that, so that could carry us out through the end of the year. But again, there are a lot of unknowns and a lot of bumps in the road between now and December 31st. So we will just have to sit back and wait. But yes, I'm cautiously bullish. Dillon, how would you answer this?
Of course, the election throws everything off. I think that it's no secret that the market can be thrown into a tizzy in one day, in 1 week, and really change everything. So, I guess I'm closest to your answer, cautiously bullish, but I also have no clue. I like that that's an option, and I like that people are being honest about the answer. So yeah, look, those 30% who have no clue, really everybody, get automated. Put it on a strategy that trades with the trend, maybe trend spread, cough, cough. All right. Very cool poll. Again, go vote. We want to know. We want to get that to 100 votes. So here's my account. First of all, as we can see in this account here over the last month, results still not 100% accurate. We're very close to getting that. But I had a decent month going for a little bit. And then in the last 2 weeks, I struggled a little bit. I was on the wrong side of a couple put spreads, I believe, but that's okay. Not a huge loss in the last month. But right now, in my portfolio here that's tied to my Tradier account, I have no condors going this week, which I'm going to look at the SPY, see how that looks, and go from there. I do have this trend spread position on Schwab. This is a call credit spread. If we take a look at my account here, I have a $67 sold call, trying to stay below that this week, which right now it is. But of course, a lot of time left. Earned 33 in premium on that, paid back 7 on the bought call there. So that's my only active position. I do have Cisco and Bank of America on the wheel. I think this is the part that I want to change. I haven't been doing all that well on Cisco. In fact, Ben, if we were to take a look, if anybody goes to usepeakbot.com and looks at the results, what they're going to see is Cisco has been traded 4 times with a 25% win rate, and that's me. I've been losing on it. Although I do still think it's a good bullish play long term. I want to reshuffle the deck here on the wheel strategy. So I'm really only using $200 worth of capital right now in this account, which is around 17K. So I'm going to remove Cisco and Bank of America here since I'm clean. I don't own any of the shares. Maybe I look at the watch list and add 1 or 2 of them back. But right now, I'm going to get rid of those. So I got a lot of money to work with. Let's take a look at the watch list as well as the SPY for next week, or for this week rather. So I'm going to just look at the technical analysis for the week. 15 buy signals, 9 neutral, 2 sell. If we look at the last 5 days here, bullish, we went up, but we did have some turbulence along the way here. Ben, this was Wednesday, I guess, or probably after FOMC, I'd imagine, in the middle here.
Yeah.
So pre-market, it's up about $1 or so. I'm just going to take by the way, if you're looking at it, Ben, I'd love to know your opinion on how this week looks. Do you have an opinion? That's not financial advice.
Yeah, I haven't spent a lot of time looking, other than what we looked at on Friday. But again, we're at one of those points in the market where we've got a pretty defined resistance level because we're at all-time highs. And then as we're looking for support, there's support around that 542-ish level. We've seen a couple bounces off of that level down there. 540 is that?
Yeah, it looks like 540.
Yeah, zoom in a little bit. And then, so, between that range, it feels right, at least for now, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. But if we're bouncing up and down in this channel, I would say that this coming week, I'd lean a little bit more bearish.
Yeah.
And wait for a little bit of a pullback from FOMC. Although all things considered, the rate cut didn't do too much to the markets yet, right?
Yeah.
So there could, again, still be some momentum from the rate cut that brings the markets up. So this week is probably going to be a light week for me personally.
Okay. So what I'm thinking is, it feels, technical analysis says bullish, right? That's obviously not all things. Ben, do you have on your platform anywhere? If you don't have it up, that's okay. But do you have the expected move for the
I could
SPY?
find it. Yeah, let
That'd
me
be
look.
helpful. What I'm going to do is, in the meantime, I'm going to pull up the watch list here, and we're going to take a look at a few
So the
things.
expected move for SPY by the end of the week is $7.50.
Bullish.
Well, either direction.
Either direction. Sorry. Okay. Okay. You know what? I actually like the alerts watch list a little bit better now that I'm used to using it.
We're updating that actually. They're going
Yeah.
to be the same watch lists sometime this week.
What's on here versus what's in your PeakBot account will now be the same.
Yep.
All right. So, and here's a sneak peek, right? So we have the simple trend spread and the detailed, which is very cool. All right. So here's what I want to do. I have to say, now I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's a lot of green here. I'm confused by a lot of this, but I'm going to work through it. So, of course, I want to try and stay low risk. So, I ruined that. Let me refresh. I blew it. It's all right. We're going to get back. You know what? I'm determining if I want to do the simple or the detailed, but bullish, I love a QQQ. The EV is nice. The ROI is nice. The pop is on the lower side. But it's kind of a wide budget, all things considered. So, Ben, to be honest with you, I kind of feel similar in that I want to kind of chill a little bit this week. You know what I haven't traded in a while is Coca-Cola. Talk about a good stock for the wheel. I mean, that's a nice chart right there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of looks like the SPY, honestly. Let's take a look at Coke over the last month. So kind of floating, maybe there's a little bit of a support around the $70, maybe some resistance at 72. So it likes to stay. I mean, that's just in the last month. Okay, 73. Let's look at the strike prices on Coca-Cola here. So we're bullish. We're looking at $71 sold strike. Honestly, that's right here.
Not a
Pre-market.
lot of premium to be earned on Coke.
Not a lot of premium, but I might actually, Ben, I might put it on trend spread because it's only a $2 spread. I'm only earning, $19 in premium. Maybe I think, you know what? I'm going to come to PeakBot here and I'm going to add that to trend spread this week. Let me look at the technical analysis for this week, actually. Yeah, same exact analysis as the SPY. So I'm going to come in here, trend spread. I'm going to put on KO. I'm going to do 3 of them. $600. Going to earn 24, just under $60 in premium. I feel good about that. And Ben, you let me know how we're doing on time. If
We're
I
at
should,
25 minutes till the market opens.
okay, we got 10 minutes, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You know what we looked at yesterday, Ben, was Amazon, which is a little rich for me to run on the wheel strategy in this account, but on our wheel results, it's one of the most winning stocks. And since on the wheel and the trend spread, we're selling the same delta. Obviously, the wheel's going puts, unless that's where that's tracking that data. It's got like an 88% win rate, 86, 88% win rate. Don't quote me on that. Check our results on our website, but it does really well on the wheel, which I'm going to put it on trend spread because just I can save so much capital. Let's find it on the watch list. AMZN. It is bullish. Nice pop, nice return. $64 in premium, only a $5 spread. 187 is the sold put. So if we were to go and look at the last month, 187 is like right here. I'll zoom in a little bit. Oops. Oh no. Okay. So 187. It's been very bullish over the last 3 months. I just know it does so well. Pre-market, it's up a little bit. I'm going to throw Amazon $500, $5 spread into trend spread as well. Looks like I'm rocking trend spread this week. I feel good about it. I know the market could be going the other direction, which makes me want to select a bear on here as well, which I'll do. So let's go. Let's look at bearish here. All right. So I like low risk bearish. Google's bearish this week. That's interesting. I actually lost on Chevron this week. I was bullish on it and it went bearish on me. So I'm interested to take a closer look there. 145, the sold call would be 148. Let's look at ticker CVX here. Trying to stay below 148. Let's see. Kind of hit resistance there, but that's after a year. 148. It does look like maybe it bounced off of that twice. I don't hate that. It's kind of coming toward the top. Oh, you put some music on?
Yeah.
Am I
your
too?
Your voice was starting to get a little too monotone.
Well, then let me get more excited. I think Chevron is kind of come to this top here again and bounce back, and there's some resistance up here at 148.2. I like Chevron bearish this week. Let's just look at the technical analysis really quick. I like that. I like seeing it flip when the SPY's the other way. I'm going to take Chevron. These are live. These picks are going to be entering for me live today. Trend. I'm going all trend spread. CVX, was it? Yeah. Chevron 450 activate. So now what do I got in here? I have my Schwab that's active bearish. I have 3 put spreads on Coke, 1 put spread on Amazon, 1 call spread on Chevron. I'm going to look for one more stock, Ben, if you're cool with it.
Yeah.
To go long on for. Oops, nothing's easy. For the wheel. I want to see what I can do here. So let's find bullish low. And I want a high pop. TLT. You ever trade TLT? These iShares?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
It's a $1
It's an ETF,
budget.
so no earnings to worry about.
Yeah, that's nice. And less volatility, generally speaking. 98, 97. It's a $1 spread on a $100 stock. That's interesting to me. 1 year bullish. Just zooming in here. Kind of right in this, maybe finding some support right at $98, $98.70. What was my strike again? I am monotone. I am getting boring. I'm trying to lock in is really what's happening.
No, this is good. This is what happens. This is the actual process that you go through.
Yeah.
Right? Unlike what we do for PeakBot picks, where we're rushed and we've only got a couple of minutes and we're just looking at the very top level things. This is the thought process that you go through. And as you can see, there's not really an exact science to it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people like to get fancy and look at 15 different indicators. But
yeah,
simple. The bot's doing a lot of the work for you.
Man, look at this huge candle and volume spike here at the end of the day on Friday. Just pre-market.
It was quadruple witching day.
Yeah. I remember. TLT.
Lots of volume going through the markets on Friday.
Yeah, that's not my stock right now. And I want it to be relatively, you know what? I'm going to go lowest stock price, and then I'm going to go down until I find a bullish low. Where are we at? I know it's going to take a while to get there. All right. Our first bullish low with the cheapest stock is XLF. What else? Anything else sneak in here? Then we go to Cisco again, which I just dropped. I don't want to do that. Shell. No, that doesn't look like a good setup overall. All right, let's just take a look at XLF and then I'm going to be done. So bullish low 45.44 XLF. That's a pretty chart. 1 month, 1 week, very good. XLF bullish this week. All right. In the channel, yeah, I like this. Okay, XLF. I'm going to throw XLF on the wheel. Now, since I'm not familiar with the stock, I've never traded it before. I am going to keep a closer eye on this than I would with other wheels that I would just let go for months. So I'll just, is it not on here? Oh, you know what? I'm looking at the trend spread watch list, not the wheel watch list. I'm such a jerk. I got to throw it on trend spread though, because the chart looked so good. So I am going to do that. I'm going to save some cash, maybe make some room for what's left this week. I'm going to throw, there was 0 sell signals on this.
0.
I'm going for it a little bit this week. I'm going to do 5 contracts on XLF. I'm just going for it. My account's just been kind of floating the last few weeks. Over the last month, actually, and this is, to the point of we need, of course, still a little bit of work on pulling our results from the broker. If we look at the Tradier app, over the last month, my account is up $428. So there it is, not that you can see it, but maybe you can. Is it blurry?
Yeah, it's good now.
428 for the last month. So I just wanted to make a little bit of a move. I'm excited about those picks. I'll take a closer look. If you're still here and not bored, maybe you learned a little thing or two about how to automate a portfolio, right? I got my feel of the market. I determined what type of strategies I want to trade in that market. I was a little favorited. Yeah, that's not a word. I was a little favored on trend spread, but I might do a couple other things as we lead into the week here. But Ben, I think that's all I got.
Let's wrap it up. We've got 15 minutes till the market opens.
Let's get out of here.
And it's time to get to work.
Time to get to work. Thank you for our viewers today. Almost 500 live viewers on the show this morning. Always appreciate you. If you have questions, of course, contact us at any time. We didn't have that up today very much. Our phone number is on the screen below. You know, by the way, Ben, the one time we don't ask questions in the chat, we get a question in the chat, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Schedule some time. We're here to help get automated. Appreciate everybody tuning in. See you Friday at 11:55 a.m. again here on the Tradier Hub. We'll see you at the peak. Take care, everyone.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.